Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to another episode of Life with Brian. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day out there. I am in my 2008, 2009. Gosh, you know you have a car problem, guys, and you cannot remember what model year your vehicle is. It's either 2008 or 2009. But anywho, doesn't really matter for purposes of this video. But I am taking my Aston Martin Vantage with the proper 6-speed, of course, to the garage to swap out to pick up my Supra. And I thought I'd shoot a quick video, guys, and share my thoughts on this car. Just some additional thoughts. So I was at my daughter's birthday party this weekend. I was walking to my car to get something, and a black Vantage drove by, and I did like a triple take. And it's weird because I have one. I don't know if you guys do that if you're like kind of go fanboy over cars that you already have, but I mean, whenever I see a Supra, whenever I see an NSX, I always do a double, triple take, and I own these cars, but I just love the way they look. But anyways, it was a black Vantage. It had just been washed, or maybe just it always looks like that, but it was shiny and just super clean, all stock. It just looked beautiful, and I wanted to kind of check to make sure it wasn't a DB9 or something else, but it was a Vantage, and I was like, wow, it's a really, really nice looking car, clean looking car. And this happened on Saturday. Today is like Tuesday, but yesterday I picked up the Vantage because I wanted to drive it, my Vantage, really just based upon seeing that black one this weekend. And this car it's a very, very clean, classy, it's a nice looking car. But oddly enough, guys, I don't know if this makes sense. I think that this car is easier to appreciate from afar than not afar. I don't really enjoy driving this car that much for a number of reasons. I'm not going to rehash all of them, guys, but I've had a battery drain issue, which, again, knock on wood, hopefully has been solved. The car's been at an Aston Martin for a couple of weeks to get the battery issue looked into. I'm told it's been fixed, but, we'll see. But, that aside, and obviously walking out to a dead car, I mentioned, the shifter is kind of notchy, the clutch is heavy, and the position of the shift lever is just kind of not correct. You're kind of shifting, like your elbows in a weird position, and it's just not a very comfortable and natural shifting position, if that makes sense. And it kind of takes away a lot of the enjoyment of shifting and driving this car, because again, the purpose of having a manual is the driving experience, is the driver engagement, rowing through your own gears. But much like my 2004 Viper when I had it, I did not enjoy driving it because it was so heavy, it was so cumbersome. And this car, the clutch is heavy, and the shifter, it's notchy, it's kind of rubbery, and just the position is it's wrong. Your elbow kind of flares out, and it feels like it should be in a different position. But anywho, and in a way, guys, this may be sacrilegious to Vantage lovers out there, but I'm just being honest. This car is kind of boring, and it's just boring. I don't know why it's boring. Again, from a look standpoint, I saw one this weekend. I did like a triple take, almost like ran into someone else's car looking behind at the Vantage. But, it's just, I don't know, guys. When I see them on the road, I'm like drooling. I'm like, wow, it's such a beautiful car. But when I get the opportunity to drive this car versus something else, I rarely choose this car, and I honestly don't know why. For those of you who maybe owned a Vantage, you've traded it in, you've sold it, you've parted with it, let me know in the comments what you guys think, what your ownership experience was, and specifically maybe why you parted with yours. I've said this several times before in other videos. If I were to part with the car, this is definitely high up on the list, top 3 for sure. And again, if you would ask me why, I would just probably say, yes, aside from the technical mechanical issues, the shifter, whatever, but no car is perfect, but it's kind of a boring car. And this car was kind of matched up against primarily the 911. And, the 911 is just, I have a 911 Turbo, a 996 model, or, era. And between this and that 911 I have, I would hop in the 911 every day of the week. I mean, the shifter, it's no comparison. It's night and day. But just, I don't know what it is, guys. Even the driving experience, the feedback, how the car feels, I don't know. Like, it's just all together in one package. At least my experience with my 911, I would choose that every day of the week over driving this car, which I think maybe is one of the reasons why the Vantage has never been kind of a top seller, not really at the top of people's lists, and getting a kind of a what do you call it, a luxurious sports coupe, high performance sports coupe. This certainly is not high performance, 420 horsepower. This did have the larger V8, but you're not gonna. This car wasn't about performance and track numbers and 0 to 60. It's not slow and lazy, but again, you're not gonna be getting whiplash in this car, right? But I don't know, guys. There's something about this car that's kind of boring and maybe even kind of off-putting. And I honestly, for the life of me, I don't know why. The interior is amazing. These leather seats, they smell great. The interior feels very high quality. You don't get like cheap plastics or, cloth seats. So it's a very nice place to be. It's just, I just rarely go for this car, and quite honestly, when I do have the itch to drive it, I'm pretty much ready to get out of it within 24 hours. And again, I just don't know why, guys. It's nothing in particularly bad about it. It's just, I think it's just not enough great things about it, if that makes sense. It handles well. Steering feel is okay. Like I said, I've already gone into the clutch and the shifter. Acceleration's decent. The V8 sounds great, no doubt. But I think, I don't know, guys. It's kind of maybe the fact that it kind of occupies that middle ground between, it's not super flashy, but it's kind of not, or meant to not be kind of too mundane, too ordinary. But in a way, I think it kind of is. Just by the design of, especially these 2008, 2009 Vantages, and I think they have only recently been remade. I don't know, was it 1, 2, 3 years ago? But they really basically maintained this shape and look for what, over a decade. I still think they look nice. They look classy. They've aged well. But honestly, I kind of just wanted this one primarily because of the interior. If I'm being completely honest with you guys, I love the chocolate leather interior in this. I love that leather smell, and it's a very, very, very nice cabin to be in. But if I want to go on a spirited drive, or if I want to, in the very rare event, get attention, or take a super nice, flashy car, I'm not going to get in an Aston, or not get in my Vantage. So it kind of sits because I kind of have to have that very specific itch to drive it, which for the case this week, it was literally just seeing a really clean black one the other day. I was like, you know what, I want to drive my Vantage, but now I'm ready to kind of get out of it and pick up my Super. So just want to share kind of a random, talking off the cuff, just speaking gibberish video, guys, sharing random thoughts about my one of my cars. But I'd like to really know any feedback you guys have out there about the Vantage. Do you have it, or more specifically, did you used to have it, and why'd you get rid of it? Just kind of see, maybe I'm not nuts, maybe it's not completely off my rocker. But yeah, just a quick video, guys. Hope you liked the video. Hope you liked the content. Like and subscribe. Give the video a thumbs up. Comment below. Please support the channel. And hope to catch you guys on the next video. Take care. Bye bye.